Hey folks, how you doing out there today? We are back on the Sliprock Peaks map, my newest Snowrunner mod map I've been working on. I just figured I'd upload a few of my test runs. I've been just kind of running through and actually spending the time driving the tasks, or at least most of the road, like all the roads, driving over, making sure everything's good. I'm really hoping to make the next update the last one with any luck, although it seems pretty often that something else will come up. I fixed a couple of the tasks. There was the one mission you had to deliver to the same place twice. I didn't add in the right drop-off location for the second hut. I fixed the roads up on the upper level in the main town with the houses along it. It had a lot of funny hills and bumps in it. I guess I didn't go back and fine-tune it. Smoothed out the road to the railway. There was a couple spots that were a little more aggressive with dips and bumps than I intended for that specific road. You would think a road over to the railroad would have at least half decent maintenance on it, so I fixed that up. I added in a little more area up at the metal pickup shop. It was pretty tight to turn around in the back, so I made that a little bit larger. Was suggested by someone. Kind of stretched out that corner where you cross the bridge, the asphalt bridge, with the T intersection down going towards the railroad or the town. I added a little more room into that turn, so it's just looks a little bit more natural, I think, now. Adjusted some more of the crawling and added some more crawling areas. I was gonna do a crawling area up in the snow, but there's like 2 or 3 rock models that have snow on them, and I started and I just couldn't make it very interesting with the rock models that I had for a snow area, and I just think it would look funny if there was deep snow and then bare rocks everywhere, so I kind of abandoned that. May add a few more little cut-in trail crawling areas on the other side of the river from where the main real long trail is. We'll see. I haven't really finished completely, but I'm at the point where I think it's more or less done. I saw that some of the bleachers over by the hill climb, I didn't turn the physics off on, so a bunch of them would blow out into the air when you went near it. I turned the physics off on those. Just a whole bunch of little things. Been playing around a bit more with the sounds. I'm just trying to fine-tune it and make it a realistic kind of world. If there's any spots that you've noticed out there that need to be fixed up or I haven't really noticed, just let me know. I think I saw a puddle somewhere that the water wasn't right over to the edge. I think it was on the road to the little port town from the main town, that little lower road that's somewhat more passable. And yeah, now I'm basically starting on a run through of some of the main tasks to get a feel for the roads. I've never I don't even think I've driven on this road since like my very first video. And the first thing you really got to do in this map is get the logging done. So that's where we're at right now. I have a load of short logs and long logs, and I imagine this road's going to be interesting. I'm running the Kenny, and I'm not sure the trailer pack, but I'll link all the trucks you see in the videos. I try to link them down below, so have a look. Try to use stuff that's console compatible too, unless it's a new mod or just one of my favorites that isn't compatible on everything, but for the most part, definitely try to use stuff that's available for everyone. So far the trip's been pretty decent. I can definitely say I've made the road narrow enough. I think it's challenging, but if you make a mistake, it feels like it's not going to take much to get you over the side, and I think it gets a little bit skinnier when we get down here further. But again, I haven't really... I've adjusted this a little bit here and there, but I haven't really driven down it since right at the start of the whole project, which was a month ago now at least. Still haven't decided what I'm going to work on next. I've been playing around with the tough truck thing. I did start a really small map that I think I'm just going to kind of plug away at here and there, and once it's finished I'll just pop it out to you. I've been watching quite a few of the events. I want to try and incorporate a bunch of the obstacles they have and just make it feel really real. I haven't added the timers in on the hill climb on this yet, but I will do that. That's something I need to go run a couple of the heavier duty trucks. Well, sorry, the OP trucks that'll climb up those hills and see what kind of times I can get and make an idea off of that. Just for a bit of challenge, chance to make an extra few bucks on this map. You don't start with a whole lot. Do like the view up here. The river's turned out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. I remember this truck being pretty powerful, and we're definitely, although I'm taking my time, but it's definitely working the thing pretty good getting it up here. I haven't built the bridge, so I basically have to take this way. There is a trail actually that I added, if anyone's found it yet, over by the hill climb that does kind of scoot around up the side of the hill. It's a pretty tight, steep little trail. I don't know if you'd be pulling many logs down it. And I haven't driven down it. I just built it and made it look what I think's pretty decent in the editor. I will be getting down it soon, I'm sure. Don't really want to kick it up too fast along here. One little bump and there goes the what? Most of 8 or 9 minutes of work already driving, not crashing to get up to here to waste it all. Don't think you'd be finding the logs. I haven't dropped a truck off the side of this road yet, so I have yet to see the true chaos of how far you end up down. I left a good clear area quite a ways, so you should be able to get up some speed. My reasoning on that is it doesn't seem like there'd be too much growing on that steep of a bank. And really it makes it quite a bit more intimidating when there's just nothing over there. Even with all the bushes and stuff, it's probably pretty slim chance you'd try and do a quick winch to save your truck at least and catch a tree. Yes, I purposefully did it that way. Yeah, see, this is getting pretty tight. Like, uncomfortably tight. Oh, gee, oh, jeez. Okay. And this is what I was remembering, was there's a pretty small little spot. I don't want to start this over again. I want to get the testing done, get you guys an update out. Oh, come on, come on. Hang. Yeah, we're... Stop, stop. No, they're still in there. Maybe. Try. No. Heh. And they're sliding off. Oh, jeez. Man, I don't want to go all the way back for one long log. Probably 3 by the time we wiggle it up here. That sucks. Oh no, they're staying in. They're staying in. I don't think we're gonna be able to reach that one. Man, I wish you could winch to these logs. Oh, let's, yeah, save these ones. Guess cut our losses here. We got 2 left. Means we're gonna have to go for a trip to go get another one. I'm not gonna make it down the hill with them not packed. Not in a log trailer. If it was a sideboard, yeah, definitely. In fact, that would have been a good idea. Pile all the different logs I need in the sideboard and bring it across. Alright, let's park it, and I am going to switch over and grab another truck, and we're going to sideboard load, bring a whole pile over, everything we need. Alright, I spared you the incessant crane loading, got myself 6 medium logs, 3 short logs, and 1 extra long log. I'm gonna do this whole order like this, and I'll sort them out down at the log station when I get down there. Pick the old HD 750, just a favorite of mine. It's a good little truck. And I figured since we just watched this, we'll do a little bit of a montage as we work our way down to try and fix up the load. Better watch I don't dump one of these off the side of the hill hitting a big bump. Definitely the way to go. Sideboard. Making some good time on this one. As I start to slow down. And we're here. Alright, now we have to figure out how to get this long log into that trailer and get it packed. Alright, now spared you the craning and the cliff edge maneuvering, but I got the long log into the trailer, packed up. We're gonna haul this load down to the lumber mill and then come back, grab the other truck, run it down, and I'll sort everything out and load it up in the trailers and get this task completed, which is going to open the port. The second stage you need to do after the logs is the port, because there's a bunch of stuff there that a loading area will be opened when you get it fixed up. So that's a goal. Get the logging done, which opens up the port contract. Get the port contract done, it opens up a good chunk of the hidden tasks for anyone that's going to be diving into this map anytime soon or is currently stuck. Now I know this area would be a little bit easier with less snow and mud, or no snow and no mud basically, but I've made it a little bit more bumpy than the other area, and there's definitely some off-camber stuff. Essentially, I didn't want you high gearing it too much. Oh. Well, consider that one lucky. Let's just be gentle, pull it back over, and we'll repack it and carry on. Maybe a little bit more carefully. So the thing I'm noticing on this trip is you get comfortable and you want to start moving pretty good. And it doesn't take much with these dolly trailers. But if I used a low saddle trailer, then I couldn't bring the short logs too. And I guess ultimately I decided I should have just done what I did with the 750 and loaded them all in there and bring them across in one trip. And I certainly wouldn't call that cheating, because it doesn't take much to bounce a log out of the trailer, or if you dump the whole load, you spend all that time manually loading it in there just to lose it. And if you lose it on this road, you're not getting it back. Be down at the river somewhere. Alright, so that's 2 catastrophes so far in my first real logging trip across here. I hope you're doing better than I am. See if we can get the rest of this trip done without dropping the trailer over the edge of the cliff again. In general, the stuff I've run around on so far, though, definitely tough trails. Tougher than I thought they would be, but I like the challenge. And there's easier routes. I really smoothed out that route where you need to take the really large, I can't remember if it's the, I believe it's the pipe trailer, the special trailer. Oh, this is a pretty sketchy little spot right here. So that road will be a little bit easier, although when you get up in the snow is the same challenge. And again, like I said, I haven't built the bridge. That's something you need to do to actually make that road worthwhile. One thing at a time, though. See, now I'm getting comfortable and probably a little bit cocky. Oh, perfect, perfect. Don't lose them. Alright, they're still in. Get down. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do the old stop and slide them forwards. Not bad. Give it another one. Ooh, just about. Don't want to overdo it. Perfect. Alright. That was a smooth operator move, although I'm kind of half in the ditch here. Okay, no more. This has got to be the last one. Just take my time down the hill. Again, you just want to get the show going and get a bit of speed, and the road's not too bad, and then you hit a bump or two, and these dolly trailers, they do make it tough. But the downfall is you go to a low saddle or high saddle and you can't carry that log bunk for the extra logs. Well, I guess all in all, for the maiden voyage across that road, it's pretty good. I'm sure there'll be a few videos of people rolling down that hill. See, I want to go faster right now, but I know I shouldn't. I've just feathered the bumps in enough. You almost hit that resonance and it starts just bucking the trailer. We get down onto the flat area here and we'll call it home free. I could feather in. That's the sound of the rapids, and I think I've made it slightly aggressive. Do a little in-cabin driving while we're finally on some flat roads. But the only map I ever spent any time in cab is the Highway Holland maps when you're on the roads. It completely changes the game when you use in-cab. I just hate the lack of visibility. I wish somehow the game could better simulate the range of view you actually have in real life instead of such a focused view. I don't know. It just seems so easy to tip over. And it really feels like you're leaning so much further when you use the in-cab. You feel like you're almost flipping over and then you pop out of the cab, and the vehicle's usually not as far as it feels like. I guess if you played it enough, you'd probably get used to it. This feels like one of those moments I'm going to get too comfortable and go too fast and roll it right before the log area. Oh, almost got the bridge. Quick turn, quick turn. Trying to do fancy camera shot and failed. Although could have failed worse. If you look around in quite a few different spots in the river, there's the fish swimming around too. Something to keep an eye out for. I'm not sure if anyone's noticed yet. I did mention it in one of the other videos, but the cabins up in the snowy town up on the top of the mountain, actually a bunch of them have smoke coming out of the chimneys. I used from the season 9 pack that we got with the editor. Thought it was kind of a neat little touch. Something I wanted to do long ago but didn't have it in game, and the DLC brought it, so thank you devs. We're here. We have a small portion of the mission completed. So funny thing happened. I loaded all those random logs, separated them into the trailer, hit pack, 3 medium logs disappeared. So here I am on one extra run, bringing one more load of medium logs, and boom, mission works. We're good. We have the lumber mill open. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have another one out soon.